2K20 is getting closer with What Happened on My Universe mode. Yep, but before we get to 2K20, we've got to look to the future. In Hartford, Connecticut, it's NXT, and we open the show with Peyton Royce, who was accompanied once again by Billie Kay, her iconic tag team partner. She was taking on Nia Jax. Again, they've been feuding forever, and it started with Nia Jax in the ascendancy. She hit a sidewalk slam, tossed Peyton Royce across the ring before getting distracted by Billie Kay. The distraction obviously gave Peyton Royce the opportunity to take control, which she did with a chop block. She then kicked Nia Jax in the head a few times, hit a running crossbody and a Russian leg sweep and a big DDT, but then she missed a punch and Nia Jax grabbed her. Jax picked up Royce and put her straight back down with a reverse fallaway slam before ramming Peyton Royce's head into the ground and then ramming it harder with a DDT. But once again, Nia Jax succumbed to the distraction of Billie Kay, which once again allowed Peyton Royce to get up, hit her with a bulldog, hit her with a spin kick, and then 3 whole amigos of suplex. And then she went for the pin. And with that pin, she was successful. 1, 2, 3, Nia Jax beaten. Royce celebrated after the match, then stopped celebrating, looked over at Nia Jax and decided to put a few more boots to her, stomping away. The referee tried to stop her, but no, that didn't help at all. It just made her stomp her more. And with Peyton Royce having her way with Nia Jax, we moved on to our next match. More women's action now. Triple threat this time. Candice LeRae was the first out. Her opposition, Kairi, Sane, and of course, let's not forget the third person, Mandy Rose. This one kicked off with a bit of a battle of the blondes, Mandy Rose slamming Candice LeRae. Kairi with Sane then put Mandy Rose into the corner and allowed LeRae to get a revenge, a massive boot into the face in the corner. Candice LeRae then went to work on Kairi Sane. She hit a drop kick but then failed on the next kick and ate a German suplex. Kairi then speared Mandy Rose and Hurricane Rana'd Candice LeRae, but then she soon got hit by a clothesline and got thrown in the corner for a corner attack to the back. Surprisingly, Sane would then team with Mandy Rose to hit a double Russian leg sweep on Candice LeRae, but then Kairi Sane hit a Russian leg sweep of her own on Rose. Kairi Sane hit a big combo of an axe kick, a Northern Light suplex and spinning back fist to Candice LeRae. Kairi then went back to work on Mandy Rose, hitting a Luthez press and a massive Michinoku driver, but Candice LeRae took her from behind with a reverse Hurricane Runner, hit an Asai moonsault on Mandy Rose and her avalanche neckbreaker. But after that, Kairi Sane grabbed her, chucked her out the ring, and quickly hit the insane elbow on Mandy Rose to go for the pin. And it's 1, 2, 3. Kairi Sane, your winner, and possibly even the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's title. Moving on now to a match between two people who have not been getting on recently. EC3 was up against the Velveteen Dream. And while Velveteen Dream was rolling around on the floor, EC3 came in and dropped a huge elbow drop and then stomped on him. He then stomped him some more. He kept stomping until he picked him up, hit him with a knee lift and Irish whipped him, but that backfired as the Velveteen Dream reversed and lifted up EC3 for a T-bone suplex, then picked him up and slapped him. Once he brought him back down to put on some submission, EC3 kicked him away and drilled him down with a headlock driver. EC3 was on the offensive, first an exploder into the corner, then a running knee. He hit his weird backwards DDT, but then was reversed in the corner by the Velveteen Dream, who choked him in a Tree of Woe position and then threw him into the corner for a corner attack to the back. The Dream continued with a Mr. Perfect style snapmare and then stealing EC3's weird DDT move. He went for the Purple Rainmaker, but EC3 rolled out the way, picked up the Velveteen Dream and smashed him with a TKO neckbreaker. And that was that for the match. Velveteen Dream beaten, EC3 your winner. And after EC3 finished celebrating, he wasn't done with the Velveteen Dream apparently. He sent a message first with another headlock driver, a big power slam off the second rope, and then another TKO neckbreaker. He then waved on to our next match, which was yet another singles match in a tag team title feud. Victor of the Ascension going one-on-one with Akam of the Authors of Pain, but don't worry, there was a bit of something tag to do with this, as Akam's tag team partner Razor came and joined him at ringside to offer his support. Victor was straight on the offensive in this one, hitting a big knee and a punch to Akam, then ramming his neck into his knee and a big European uppercut in the corner. He went for a kick, but Akam caught it, smashed him with a clothesline and hit him with a signature Russian leg sweep. In fact, it seemed that Akam was trying to skip to the ending, hitting a huge power bomb and going for the pin, but Victor was able to kick out at 2. After getting hit with a side breaker, Victor reversed in the corner, gave Akam a punch and then threw him into the other corner. After that though, Akam moved and Victor knocked out the ref. With Victor distracted by the referee, Akam was passed a chair by his tag team partner and he went to town on Victor, smashing him a few times and then wrapping his leg in it. Akam then hit Victor with a Samoan drop. We got a wonderful glitch. He got back in the ring thanks to Razor. We got another signature Russian leg sweep and another huge power bomb, and this time Victor was not kicking out at 2. Akam wins with the help of Razor possibly, and we move on to the NXT main event with the NXT champion Samoa Joe being forced to team with that man he doesn't really like at the moment, Alistair Black. And there was even more bad news for the pair because they were being forced to team against the War Raiders, and just to take the piss at the start, Samoa Joe tagged himself in and went straight to work on Hansen. After a double chop, Samoa Joe threw Hansen into the corner hard and kicked him a few times in the head, but Hansen then reversed, hit a back body drop, threw Samoa Joe into the corner and smashed him in the back with a forearm. Alistair Black then tagged himself in as well, and it was the wrong time to do so as Samoa Joe did not appreciate it, punched him in the face. Now Alistair Black had to pick a fight against both the War Raiders. Black ate a clothesline immediately, got hit with a massive slam, and the Viking Experience Row was in and he smashed him with several big moves, including a horrible knee to the face and a dirty German suplex of course, but a worse one was just about to follow as the War Raiders hit another bit of double teamness. Hansen went back to work on Alistair Black, bent his back on the ropes, hit a spin kick and a Rikishi driver, but he didn't pin him. Instead he went for a punch and Alistair Black reversed and started hitting his big comeback move, which was a couple of clotheslines and a leg sweep. He kneed him in the head horrifically, went to grab him for a German suplex but was reversed. Hansen smashed him with a clothesline to the back, then tagged into Rowe for some more double teamness, which was double knees followed by a Bronco Buster, and then Rowe hit his finisher, which apparently is a full Nelson Slam where he kicks him in the back of the head at the bottom, which is a pretty good finisher if you ask me. He went for the pin and they won the match. After the match though, Alistair Black stood in the ring but was soon joined by Samoa Joe on the ramp, who taunted him as we went off air. And that's it for another edition of What Happened on My Universe Mode. 205 Live next. Like and subscribe.